All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the delay on getting on. I was out doing things I shouldn't have been doing. But here we are currently with a severe thunderstorm warning for the southern half and eastern half. Of Huntington County. And this is primarily for winds over 60 miles per hour and up to 1-inch hail. So let's take a look and see what we're looking at here, guys. If you're just tuning in, sorry for being late to the show here. I try to get back inside as quickly as possible. Looking at possibility for some hail up to 1 inch. If there is any hail out there right now, it'd be just south of you here in the Warren area, and possibly just southwest of Lancaster. Or southeast rather, sorry. So that'd probably be what, Magenica? I would think so. So you got 5, you got 9, 69. Yeah, somewhere about out in there. So they did warn this, and it's calling for 60 mile per hour winds and up to 1-inch hail. I mean, I heard it looks bad out there. Not seeing. Okay, I see the winds down here. In this area, went out a little far there, but not up around our area. So we got some chasers out in the field. If they're going to get around that area, we got Don. We're going to pull in Don. Hi, Don.
Hello.
So going to pull up these gentlemen.
Can you hear
Don
me?
is currently. Yep, we can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Good deal. Good deal.
Don is on 16. He's on the northern area up by North Manchester. He said it was looking dark down towards the southeast. Is that right?
That is correct. About down where those 2 severe thunderstorm warnings are at in Drain County right now. Sorry I don't have my phone up to where it should be, but stop that way.
That's fair. So this line is going to continue to push to the east and the southeast. We'll be out of the area here relatively quickly, and then there probably won't be anything to worry about after that. So let's check the motion on this here. Yep. So we got a frontal boundary from Michigan all the way down through right here. And that's slowly going to push its way over to Ohio. So once this is out of Huntington County, it's out of Huntington County. We don't have anything to worry about. So
this is all pushed south, Brad.
It's pushing east. The storm motion is towards the northeast, but the front itself is pushing to the east. Hunter Nunemaker says it's pouring and very windy in Warren. So they're calling for.
That's kind of what I figured too.
Up to 1 inch hail is what they say. Radar indicated in 60 mile per hour winds. Hunter, if you're still on there, have you seen any of the hail? I don't think I was seeing very much hail actually. Let's use this one. Yeah, I'm not showing any hail actually. Maybe a little north of Warren there, and east of Marion, possibly, but not very hail oriented. Echo tops, we're looking about 45,000 feet was the highest I've seen. Typically we're mid 30s. So
What's
these
off
are
to the a late report to you, sir. When I was coming down State Route 15, maybe let's call it 10, 15 minutes ago, I was talking to Justin on the radio and looking off toward like Bluffton, there was a cell going up at a very high rate of speed and had over pushing top on it.
Well, let me take a look here. It's all moving about the same speed. Angel, you're in Huntington proper. Looks like everything's going to stay south of Huntington. The frontal boundary is right here, and it's going to continue moving east. So it should stay that direction. Once things kind of move out of the area here, they're going to stay out of the area. So all right, they have removed the severe thunderstorm warning for Huntington. I figured they would. It just wasn't showing the parameters that they were calling for. I was kind of surprised. It probably, we still do have a severe thunderstorm watch. And if you guys are wondering what I was talking about there, looking at the velocity, I was showing these brighter greens that we see down here around Gas City. Let me take the motion out of there. That shows the higher wind speeds. Up here, we just had the duller colors, so we just didn't see it. And then the hail just wasn't showing in that area as well. So I'm not sure if they were just waiting for me to come on and verify it. You know, we see a little bit of pocket of heavy rain or possibly some hail there. I'm going to probably call that heavy rain, and then a little bit near Gas City. So the echo tops definitely are not where I would expect them to be for severe thunderstorms. And this was kind of what I was talking to people about a little bit earlier today between a couple of our chasers, where I really wasn't worried about severe weather. Gusty winds, yes, but as far as severe weather, no. Down around Marion, 60 mile per hour radar indicated wind, 3/4 inch hail. That's got about 7 minutes left. I don't see them pushing that any further as well. So the energy's just not there. And I can tell you why. There's a high pressure cutoff, and that puppy is right there. There's a low pressure here, and then way up here, there's a low pressure. So those three things working together, it creates a little bit of a moisture pocket up over here, but with the high pressure starting to dominate, it kind of creates a little bit of a problem for instability to really take off. So we call that a little bit of a capping inversion. So are you seeing things get really tall or anvil shaped out there, Don?
I did maybe 20 minutes ago or so when I first stepped out of work and was looking to the southeast, and was actually had a nice angular shape to it from the wind pushing it. But I knew there's not really anything as far as shear is concerned. You could physically see that, so there's not really going to be any spin ups from it.
Yeah, so things are starting to flatten out, it looks like, looking at the echo tops as well. So yeah, that's why I was not prepared for to get on live today. I just wasn't really worried about it. And then they popped that severe thunderstorm warning at me, and I was like, now wait a minute. So it may interrupt the live stream a little bit here, but I'm going to try to pop in my radar and see if it'll let me kind of show what I was talking about there once it's ready. Maybe. Not now. There it goes. All right. So if you guys are seeing, oh, nope, add to stage. That's kind of what I was talking about. And you can kind of see, this will give me the pin option as well, kind of how things are drying out in this area right there with that high pressure. They kind of have that low right there. in a little bit of a different spot than where I would put it when you watch the cloud motion. But that's kind of what's happening. There's just not enough moisture, and just things with where that is, it's just cutting off the moisture. So there's just not enough instability for things to get pulled up per se. So, you have a lot of the winter weather happening up there in the Dakotas, Minnesota, into Iowa, on the backside of this cold front, which is kind of stalling out a little bit over Lake Michigan, to be expected. But as things are pushing through, kind of have this boundary line here, and then we have the secondary outflow line right here. So this is really kind of going to be it. The energy just isn't there for us. If I had to put any money on anything happening today, it would be up in this pocket and then down around this area in Arkansas into Louisiana. So that's kind of what I'm looking at today. Looks like we got a new special weather statement over here for Allen County. I'm going to assume 40 mile an hour winds, 50 to 55, and half-inch hail possible. So yeah, we can see that things are starting to deteriorate. So I'm probably going to go ahead and hop off, Don. Justin just got on here. Let's see what he's looking at.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to show you I got an interesting little picture here. I don't know if my video is showing up though.
It is not.
I don't know why.
Justin, where are you at? Are you on 9?
There we go.
Getting ready to be.
How's that, Brad?
Oh, pretty. Yeah, you can see how that's kind of flat.
Yeah, it's pushing. You can see that line moving on the screen here. From my stuff's all backwards, I believe. But this side over here should be the right. It's looking like it's going backwards.
No, you're right. I see it.
On my phone, it looks like it's backwards. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm sitting in the driver's seat.
Okay.
All right. Well, it looks like the severe threat has ended for Huntington. I'm going to go ahead and hop off the live. Appreciate you guys. And Don, I will give you a call back on the old telly.
All right. Sounds like a deal, Igor.
All right. Thanks for joining, guys.
Bye.
Bye.